thing is, there's so much injuries in sports. People get tired of sports. Young kids grow out of it. And there's a lot of schools now that they focus on 6-7 hours of trainings a day on jiu-jitsu only. And I honestly, I'm kind of scared to take all that risk on my back as far as my schools go, because what if I convince a parent to take their kids out of school? I think we went from, I have kind of ADHD, I go from topic to topic.
It's okay.
But
we're with you. We understand.
yeah.
We like it.
So, but
you gotta ride the wave.
Yeah,
You know?
I really want to talk about this because it's happening more often now.
That's it.
Where people, a lot of schools are doing this, and they bring kids in 5-6 hours a day of just nonstop training. I was just talking to some high level kids the other day. They tell me they're training 6 hours a day, and which is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. It's better than being on your iPad all day. It's just, I don't know what'll happen with those kids when they turn 20, 18.
15, 16.
15, 16. Are they going to be able to still do it?
Or they want to do it.
You know, I'm feeling pain from 20 years ago now, in my 30s. So are those kids going to start feeling that when they're in their 20s? And pain where I told you, like, my right knee's killing me. So it's a tricky question because, yeah, is it good for schools? Yes, it's good for schools, but is it good for the kids? I don't know. Let these kids kind of be kids too. You don't want them to be professionals when they're 8 to 14 years old, because at the end of the day, does it really matter? Yeah, it's gonna matter, but not that much. You know, it'll matter when they're 18. A lot of these kids end up, let's say, high-level wrestlers. They end up going to MMA. High-level jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah.
So nowadays, the good thing about jiu-jitsu is you can actually make a lot of money doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Whereas back in the day, there
wasn't any. If you're a high-level jiu-jitsu athlete, look at some of the best jiu-jitsu athletes are making killing. And nowadays, now that the UFC brought in jiu-jitsu, I think it's going to grow and get bigger and bigger. So, but having an 8-year-old kid do 5 hours, 6 hours a day, 10-year-old kid do that many hours.
Specializing too early.
I kind of disagree with that now. I think kids should be kids. Yeah, they should train hard, but 6-7 hours a day training for kids, I think they're going to burn those kids out, and it's going to come to a point where they're going to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know. I might be wrong. That's why I don't know if there's been any studies on this.
There has, yeah.
There has.
Yeah, it's been, Saren's doing the wrestling, right? So you have to do these certifications to be able to coach and stuff. And so they have statistics, numbers.
And how are those numbers? I'm curious.
Right. And so up to a certain age, you shouldn't have them do too many tournaments. They don't talk about the training, but they say, like, you don't want to specialize your kid too early.
Too early, right? Because they pretty much...
Then they get burnt out.
Yeah.
Exactly. They get burnt out, whatever, different things, right? And, without calling out anybody, like, there's kids that, homeschooling. I've known, like, schools, and, like, the kids grow up and they have their own social media, this and that, right? And they burn out.
Well, yeah.
Become teenagers, or like, nah, I don't want to do it anymore. And you even look at, like, Dan Gable, right? He was, Olympic champion, everything champion, right? And he started, I think, wrestling when he was like 12 or 13. Yeah. He did swimming before that. And so they say to do as many different sports when you're a kid, you should always, like my kids always made them do other things, right? Like I'm proud of that actually when I think about it, because I just made sure that they were consistent, with jiu-jitsu. They came twice a week, consistent.
I think too much at a young age.
Teach routine.
I felt it myself because I trained from a very young age. Did I do 6-7 hours a day? No, I didn't. But I saw people get burned out. During my journey growing up, saw people just leave the sport like this with the blink of an eye. They just left. They said they never want to do it again because they got burned out, whether it was parent pressure from the pressure from the parents, or just pressure from the tournaments, pressure from competing. So I don't know. I think it's a good selling point for a business, but
It's not what's
thinking about
best
the
for the kid.
kids, what's best for the kid? You know, do you want your kid to, at 12, 13 years old, to not have a life? Be that, yeah, let them be disciplined, but not to a point where they're cutting weight already, they're starving to make weight. You know, I think, I don't know. It's kind of an iffy topic
we're looking at
because
each other
because
we,
now it's
different
like, let's say,
different
yeah,
places that you see that already.
it's kind of an iffy topic because in order for you to succeed at